Hi, my name is Travis, and this is Travis Does Kayak Fishing. Thank you so much for stopping by. And in today, I'm working on river fishing tactics on Lake Hartwell. There's two rivers that come into Hartwell. There's the Kiwi and the Tugelo. And today, I'm gonna be focusing on both. Actually, it's a weekend to where I'm gonna fish both sides of it, going up the Kiwi starting on this day, and seeing if I can't catch some fish and working on catching fish up the river as opposed to main lake. The good thing about Lawrence is I have a little bit of both. I can find hardcore river style or main lake fishing. That's just a little one. He's persistent though, wasn't he? He came back for that several times, guys. Tiny guy. He must have been really hungry to come back. He would have been scoreable though. He's right at that 12 to 12 and a half. Probably 12. Once they get to be about that 12, you can about tell they're scoreable. And you can normally tell if they're bubble or not. Alright, and that's on the Megabass Dog X Jr. MF Shad. Kind of cloudy. I should probably just tie on a straight bone with this condition with all the fog, but it is what it is. This might work. I've got Berkeley line tied on there. That's 15 pound, and then I've got 10 pound Samurai on the end. And this is that 13 Code Black that Ryan Johnson and me traded for. I actually broke the butt end off at home. I gotta fix it. Feels weird without that weight being on there like it should be, but we're gonna roll with it for today.
That's a dickhead thing to do,
this
brother.
guy with the lights on drove right through
That
where
was
the
a
fish were
piss-ass thing to
schooling
do.
and chasing bait, and after that I couldn't figure out where they were again. I couldn't see where they went in the fog. Started hitting some laydowns on my way up to visit my buddy Kyle Holt, who's fishing in the state championship from another ramp. That's a better fish. We're still not talking a great one, but definitely that's a better fish for us out here, guys. Let's get him back. Spook over by the laydown. He had a USB-C cable in his car, and I needed it for my camera. I forgot mine, and I only had one battery with me. So I rode up to the ramp he launched from, and then went back down to visit him. Welcome back to the show. You're a little bit low because the cable's short, but we're recording again, so let's just roll with it. After we hung out for a minute, I'll let him get back to it. He's fishing in the Georgia State Championship, but I'm just out here learning to fish rivers better, learning how the current works, learning how the fish behave.
I went into all that indention up there, dude, on all that shallow and got stuck for a second and shit.
I was having some issues with my wireless switch. I've now got it fixed. I just need to reinstall it. Finally another one, guys. It's been a grind, hasn't it? I mean, not that you all would know if you're the... We're gonna let him keep that hook because it's way down in there. When they get way down in there and their stomach hooked, I don't like to
yank it out, you're gonna kill him that way. I'd rather give him a chance. And we'll just look at this big glop out for him. Right. And we're gonna get him back in there with that, and then hopefully it'll just rest out in a few days. And sorry, bud. I thought he was gonna be better than that. And we've changed it up. Obviously, we're not throwing a spook. It's just it's a bullhead zoom worm. It's about all I got right now that I feel confident in, at least. Like, I've got some things I want to throw. But honestly, I'm in such a chill mode today with it being a Saturday. These guys are fishing the GA Bass State Championship. I am not. So unless my friends that fish are in the event, I won't be going to the weigh-in or anything, but sharing the lake with them. I think it's cool they get to do a 2-day event. I've never done that. I'm gonna do that year or two with SC Yak, which reminds me, I've got a video coming soon for you guys on SC Yak to where we'll talk about what's happening with the club. There's the fourth one. It just hasn't been my day, you know? Like, this isn't the kind of fish I want to be catching.
And by the time I realized that the pattern was to fish the laydowns that were submerging out of the water, the day was gone. But I had tomorrow to fish and to try and work on more river fishing, to take what I learned from day one and apply to Walker Creek access. And that wasn't as much as I'd hoped. I feel like I learned that when you get into that river area, you're not going to see as many big schools chasing and blowing up bait fish. You're going to have to try and figure out what they're holding up on, why, and get to them.
Hi everybody, my name is Travis, and this is Travis Does Kayak Fishing. I'm out here on Lake Hartwell. I launched from Walker's Access. I've never launched here before. I came up and filmed it once, and I've thought about it a few times, and I'm trying to branch out more and fish areas I normally wouldn't. Being fall, I think top water should be working, but it's an abnormally warm day. I want to try and get one on a frog, man. I've got this Spro Pad Crusher Jr. It's the albino, pretty much just all white with red eyes. I wish I had white eyes too, to be honest with you. But I'm pretty much going to throw it down here for a little bit, just beat the bank. See if I can get something on it within the next hour, hopefully. And if not, I'm going to switch to actually trying to catch fish with like a shaky head Ned rig. You know, things that work. But let's see if I can finally hook up on a soft plastic frog. Not a kicker. I can do that pretty consistently. But I want a hollow body frog for him to grab a hold of.
Now, spoiler alert for me, the frog didn't work for me on this day, but I'm going to try it again a few more times this year and hope I can make it work. I really want to get a hollow body
turn you guys
frog
back
bite.
on. I did just catch one, and then I got stuck. Forgot I was on a river, and I moved down in a tree and I had to get unstuck, and yeah, I didn't even catch the fish on camera, and yeah, it happens. That's a fish. All right. All right, guys. That's another one on the 4-7 lures post lure. We got to get him back. I felt his jaw snap. Let's get him back in the water. Hey. think he might be cooked. I felt a pop. I think his jaw broke. I try and be careful with that, but I think when he shook it.
Now this is my first time ever launching here, and I've always wanted to fish Panther Bridge and down by it. I made it there today. I didn't catch anything off of it, which was sad. I really wanted to, but I think it could be very productive. I think I need to come back up here and try it again.
Hey, this stick's over here moving weird. I'm gonna go check it out. I want to see what it is. It wasn't doing that earlier.
And I thought for sure there'd be like a jug or something, some kind of fish stuck on a branch up here I could help. There wasn't, but what it turned out to be was somewhere I could hole up against and try and catch some fish without the current pushing me. Because river fishing versus main lake, you'll have to deal with some boat wake, but river fishing, when that water starts pushing and flowing, you've got to figure out ways to combat the current and stay in place if you don't have a motor. If you don't have a motor with spot lock, that is.
There's another one, guys. Let's get back up there and try that again. Just so you guys can actually see him right.
Alright, after that, I went upstream and I want to see right there, but the water current was pushing too hard this time of day. I did see this anchor, and this is why I didn't say anchor there. You really need spot lock for a river, I think, because an anchor seems risky. I almost pulled myself too hard trying to free this anchor and capsize myself. Got it again, couldn't get it free. I just kind of floated around, took everything in that I'd seen. I'm gonna say river fishing is absolutely beautiful. It's a different struggle. I think you're looking for more homing bass as opposed to bass that are moving around chasing. So I've got to learn more. I've got to figure out what works. I think next time I've got a pretty good idea of where I want to attack and the laydowns I want to hit out of the gate. But hey, if this was okay with you, you can click my face down here to subscribe. This link over here to the left, YouTube links you'll like, and the playlist on the right, I think is really cool myself. So thanks, guys and gals.